Hello there, my name's Christian Payne. I was speaking with a friend recently. He was talking about meditation and he enjoys it and sees its benefits and knows its benefits, but was really struggling to get into the routine and the habit and was finding a bit of sort of internal resistance. And I thought, I'm the same. Like, I hate meditation. It's boring, it's dull. But what I do as an alternate or instead of, I look at tarot. And in this, I'll show you, what I do, how I do it, and hopefully, if you're going to try it, where you might begin. Cool. So, when we talk about tarot, most people think of this deck. It's that sort of Rider traditional deck. There's literally dozens and dozens and dozens out there. Inner Child is another popular one. There's angel cards. There's all sorts. The one I like is the Osho cards. It comes in a pack. It's a bit under $50. Just Google it. Amazon have it. Most bookstores have it. But just Google it and you'll find it. Osho was the dude in that Netflix special. And so if you're not familiar with it, he's a pretty crazy cat. Just cherry pick the good stuff, just leave the other stuff aside. He was very insightful. He knew a few things. And I'll let you sort of judge how that ends up. If some of that doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Let it go. Just cherry pick the good stuff in all this. One of the reasons I do like the Osho deck is in traditional tarot, they've got this concept called death. And, death is sometimes perceived as in, a literal dying, a friend dying, a relative, something. In the Osho world, they use the word transformation because that's really what it is it's the death of a belief system or of an old habit or something has died and it's transformed, evolved or become something new. It can still be traumatic, but it's for me in a Western sense, it's more closer to transformation. The other thing about this tarot deck in particular is it's less about the future telling. So, should I do this? Am I going to win $1 million? Should I? Whatever the heck. It doesn't work like that. It's for sort of open, general kind of questions. And for me, as a set of sort of ground rules is there's no higher power. You're not connecting to God or you're not connecting to the angels or, whatever it is. If that's your belief system, that's fine, not a problem, but that's not how I use it. I don't use it to tell the future. It just doesn't work like that. What I do use it for, though, is to gain, better insight, a focus, a reflection, taking my mind elsewhere. So if there's something I'm stressing about or something that's concerning me and I want a different perspective, this is exactly what I do. And so it always starts with the question. And don't ask those binary questions. Should I quit my job? Should I leave my, spouse, my significant other? Should I ask such and such a person out on a date? Should I go for that job? Whatever it is, the binary questions, it doesn't work like that. Try sort of like, what's the impact of that? So what would be the impact if I quit my job? Will I be happier if the relationship ended? If I ask such and such out on a date and they say no, what will I learn? If I ask them out and said yes, what will I learn? Because it could be that they're nuts and that you have a relationship for a few months or a few years and it all goes ugly. So you really need to be that open mind. Definitely, I find, especially with starting off, the more specific, the better. You can be quite general, and that's fine. But yeah, you want to be. If you're starting out, be really, really, really specific, and be prepared or be open for what I would call bad news, or for a result that you're not expecting. Cool. So let's look at an example. I've got my deck, and I give them a quick shuffle. If you've met anyone with a deck, always ask if you should shuffle first. Apparently that's a thing. They're sort of shuffled or they think they're in some sort of order. That's fine, but so the first step is, I give them a shuffle. And you literally put the card in the middle. And so what's my question? my question's around being a dad for and a husband for my family. So what's going on, or what can I be doing more? What should I be mindful of? That kind of thing. Good God. Nothingness. I'll get the book. So this is really interesting. So it comes with a book. And so let's see what it says. 5. Nothingness, page 12. Get here eventually. So the book is split into 3 sections. Okay, so all right. On every other page, nothingness is a unique one. In every other page, it's in 3 sections. So there's the top bit, there's this bit here, and there's that. Nothing. So that's why it's nothing. Being in the gap can be disorientating and even scary. Nothing to hold onto, no sense of direction, not even a hint of what choices and possibilities might lie ahead. Okay. It's a big nothingness. It's a big card, and that's why that's why it's so interesting when I pull it about my family. I've been this is I would say an intense level of focus of mine for years. This is something I've done a lot of personal work on, and so I'm not surprised to see a card like that. It's a big deal. So that's one card. Cool. And so the other style of reading is. I'll give them a shuffle. What's the question this time? Is what's the question? Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I don't. This is quite new. I don't share this with a lot of people. I think it's important. And yeah, I have been I've been hiding. I've been withdrawing this for quite some time. I guess some shame and embarrassment around that. It can just freak some people out. And that's cool. But yeah, so my question is, what's the impact of me sharing this? So you'll be watching this on social media somewhere. And what's the relationship? Will that relationship change or change? But yeah, how will that evolve, or where is that going? And we'll see. So with this, I'll do a 3-card read. 1, 2, 3. Past, present, future. Cool. So the dynamic in the past, what's going on right now, and where it will go. Healing. Okay. So, that sort of makes a bit of sense. There's some chakras. If you read the book, it's about chakras and stuff. But top level, it's about healing. So in the past, there's been some healing that indicates that would sort of align with what I'm saying, is that I'm not comfortable sharing this. Now, though... celebration, cool. And it's literally that, you can see the 3 women dancing, having fun. They're having a great time in the rain, carefree, don't give a damn, having a good fun time. This is interesting. Where will it go in the future? Change. Okay. And this is why why it's my meditation, because that's a big deal. And what change means to me will be very different to you, and that's fine. Like, it's kind of none of your business. It's about my change and my path and my journey and what I get out of that. And so this is why I love this sort of stuff, because I can sit and reflect and chew on that for a long time. What does it mean? What else? What can I change? What's interesting? What's different? The celebration one in particular is like, be in the moment. So, just enjoy the moment. Take it, take time, don't rush it, enjoy it. Another thing, if you're not clear, you can I use the question, more information, please. Okay, so let's say they're celebrating. That sounds good. What are we celebrating? That's a good question. And so I'll, that's interesting. Exhaustion. That's not a good one usually. You can see it's, that I need to reflect on. I'll do a quick read of that. What does that mean? Like, look at him. Like, the dude's exhausted. Page 94. Too So again, 1, 2, 3. They're not bad, like they're not wrong, but I find that the juice is in this section here. The message of this card is not just about being a workaholic. It's about all the ways in which we set up a safe but unnatural routines for ourselves, and by doing so, keeping the chaotic and spontaneous away from doors. Life isn't a business to be managed; it's a mystery to be lived. So yeah, and you can see, read into that what you will. I don't need to go into it. That's my journey, but you can see how it brings stuff up that that who knows, could be anything. The last one, and this is the normal sort of reading. What I'll do, if you're starting out, just try a 1-card read. Like, that's absolutely fine. If you're feeling optimistic, go for the 3 cards. And once you're used to it, try this style. So again, past. Have a question. So, have a question. I don't have a question, so I'm just showing you the process. Past, present, future, conscious, and unconscious mind. So again, it's the same as the 3-card read. Whoops, that's too high. So the conscious mind. So what's going on conscious mind? And that can be what you know about and what you are aware of. The subconscious, sometimes other than conscious, that other part of you that you're not talking to or that needs to be heard, or whatever metaphor you need. It's the unmet need sort of behind. What's that saying? That's what that is. So it's a very, very similar read. You're just adding the conscious mind to it and unconscious. And you can always ask for more information. So pull another card and just whichever spot you want, ask for more information. The other question you can ask is, what's the antidote for that? So I should have done it for the exhaustion, and I'll do that right now. So if we think of that previous card where I pulled exhaustion, like, what else? Well, what should I be doing? And I mean, exhaustion means slow down and stop asking questions. So I probably shouldn't even, the lesson is don't do another card, but I will anyway, just because it's funny. Oh, sorry, that's interesting. Yeah, it's around mourning and loss. And grief, and healing, and that kind of stuff. And again, this is another magical card I could talk for ages on. But yeah, it's taking that time to. It's the monk has. I can't remember. I think he's lost a spiritual advisor, or he's lost a mentor, that kind of thing. So it's grieving for that loss, but also celebrating the journey, or blah 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 blah. So. As you can see, it's for me, it's a real onion. And once you start, you can just go for hours and hours and hours on it. It's so fascinating. But yeah, I hope that's been helpful. If you know me, if we've met before and we meet up, I've always got my cards on me. So I'm happy. I'd love to do a reading for you. Just ask, and we'll be weird together in a pub or wherever, and I'll pull them out. That always freaks out. It often freaks out some people, but it makes me laugh. Hope that's helpful. My name's Christian Payne. Have a wonderful day.